Yo, what's up? Thank you for joining us. Another episode of Nothin Nice. It's good to see you people. I'm here with my brothers. What's up, Mook?
What's
my
up,
boy
what's up?
back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Calm, huh? Calm,
Lord. And I got my other brother here,
E-Man. What's going on, man? I didn't know I was shaking up some stuff, but
hey,
glad I was able to
my boy stirred the pot from what I understand. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna let Mook start it out because my boy, he was gone last weekend, so things didn't sit right with his spirit, with his inner man. So go ahead, bro. Talk to him. Tell us how you feeling, bro.
Let me tell you, man. I see right now, man. I can't take no weeks off, man. This guy, man, not an X Factor. You see what happened when you were Houstonian, man? You talk about the Rockets, people start getting their feelings. Draymond, he didn't mean that, man. This man don't know. He didn't know what he's talking about.
Every word I said.
So my thing is, how you gonna say this man?
This is you.
Bro,
don't ask me any questions, please.
Go ahead, bro. Just break it down like a
Let them know what you got going on.
Yeah. Break it down like a fraction.
To the people, man.
I'm just gonna say this right here, man. Now, I don't technically know what cog means. My man, you have to feel me a little bit, in the back. But let's just say this right here, man. For you to say Draymond Green is not an X Factor, we all know that. We can all give Curry his respect and everything. He's a generational player. He get that respect. But if you take Draymond Green off any one of those teams, even the one with Durant, they don't win those championships. That's clear. I can go back to the series when Durant got hurt, and that year, what year was that?
Greatest call.
That Portland and that they met Portland in the Western Conference Final.
Okay, that was
that was easy work.
Even though they swept them, even though they swept Portland that year, right?
They did Draymond.
Draymond Green was the difference in that series. You could have easily took Draymond Green
what he did
off that Golden State team and put him on Portland, and Portland would have won 4-0.
7, 8.
I'm just saying, man. We seen what happened in 2000. I hate to say this, I hate to bring this up, JB. We seen what happened in 2015.
16.
No.
16.
16. Yeah, 16.
We're not gonna sit here and blame a guy that averages 14 points, probably 9 in that finals.
Did you watch the games?
I watched the games, brother. And you have to also...
I thought you was a fan. I thought you was a fan of the game.
You have to also remember this. They still had 2 more games to play that Draymond Green was in.
And one was at home.
So,
for game 7.
You can say whatever you like to say.
I'm break on that one.
But at the end of the day, the game that he wasn't in, he still had 2 more, and everybody was still like, they gonna win.
I'm gonna ask you this because we saw the Iman Shepherd interview. We saw him talking about it. What did Iman say? We gotta stop. I'm not talking about what I didn't play the game.
Iman Shepherd a cog too.
We know what Iman Shepherd said.
It's just that Iman Shepherd not on the cog level of the Supreme Cog.
No. We know what Iman said.
So
Iman said
Cogs get nervous.
His word was
stars don't. You saw what Braun was saying in there. We gonna win. We already got them messed up in the head. They don't think they can win no more.
The 2 best players said we can win.
The Coles get nervous. We only live for the Coles.
So I can't give you
we
that.
all play sports, right? We all play sports.
Okay.
Right.
Momentum is real. But
it's also game to game.
When
every game starts 0-0.
But everybody knows this. Basketball is a game of runs. Absolutely. So forget about momentum.
I'll get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not like baseball.
But this is what I'm saying. When Draymond Green went out,
okay,
because if Draymond Green wouldn't have been out there next game, the series wouldn't even went though.
How you know that?
It wouldn't have been 2 more games.
How you know that? They was all talking trash to Braun. Talking about
okay, so tell me this. When Draymond was... How can one game dictate the next 2 where he was there? He had 2 more chances to say, I'm that important.
And I'm gonna give you something. He had a 30-point triple-double in game 7.
In game 7, he went
off. Yeah, he went off.
And they still lost.
Took the L like their last name was Cool J.
So
but he is a supreme call.
I'm not gonna hold this cloud over your head too long.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask you this.
Go ahead.
So you say if Draymond Green is not on any of those teams, They win the championship.
You created the narrative that I'm not saying.
No, that's what you said.
You created the narrative that I'm not saying.
You said he's not an X factor.
He's not. You know what an X factor is, right? The guy to watch out for.
Yes, he's an X factor.
You think Draymond?
Who raised the ball?
Okay,
so he unlocked Steph Curry, and he unlocks.
I definitely want to say unlocking them
he unlocks them
because they play great with or without him.
He unlocks.
So, but here's my thing. If you're a team, any team in the NBA going into that specific Warriors team, either the one with KD or the one with without KD, when you're saying, all right, these are the most important things to watch for. Number one is Steph, right?
Right.
Number two, KD if he's there. Okay, if he's not there, it becomes Clay. And then after that, you could possibly get to Draymond or Iggy.
No.
Okay, so what order?
Iggy was an X factor in 16.
No, then what order?
The order of the team is Steph.
Okay.
1A.
No, just one.
Steph 1A. Draymond Green.
This is
1B. Because this.
Well, okay, what are you trying to stop for Draymond? No. What are you trying to stop for Draymond Green going into the game? Going into the game, you're like, we need to get Draymond to not do
Draymond Green IQ is like, he got a LeBron James type IQ.
Going into the game, when you're game planning for the game, when you have the big whiteboard behind you, you say, if we can keep Draymond from doing this, then we're going to win.
My lawyer right now.
What is the this?
Draymond Green.
What is the this?
Draymond Green is a jack of all trades.
Well, okay, so everything. What is it? But what is the this?
He unlocks Steph and Clay. He unlocks Steph and Clay.
Clay moves without the ball.
Draymond Green.
No. Clay moves without the ball, so that has nothing to do with it. Steph moves without the ball. Steph can also create his own shot. So once again, what is the this that you're trying to get Draymond to not do to win the game?
Go watch Mind the Game podcast and you can see what type of player.
I'm not watching anybody.
About it. They talk about it.
And stop name dropping these other
No.
Bro,
I want you to
I'm not saying. All right, let me make sure it is an understanding. I did not come out here and say that Draymond Green is not important.
That he doesn't. Yeah,
I didn't say that he wasn't a good basketball player. What I said was he's a cog. And what I meant by you don't like the term. What I meant by cog is that it's that guy that's needed on a team, but at the same time you're okay without him.
What?
At the same time that he's needed on that team.
If he wasn't needed, you wouldn't have given him that $100 million.
But I mean, sometimes we salute people with loyalty all the time.
No, you don't give
Gilbert
$100 million.
Gilbert Arenas got 107. They just saluted him for the loyalty. He already had his knee injury. On both knees was already out of there when he got his 107.
Let's just be real.
Bradley Bill's another one.
Draymond Green without his antics.
They just saluted the loyalty. He did nothing over there.
Draymond Green without his antics. If he wasn't a key piece to that team,
he's needed.
They wouldn't have paid him $100 million for sure.
He's needed, but he's not like the perennial player on the team.
The 1B is insane.
And then the fact of the matter is, y'all just looking at
that's how I should have said.
Y'all just looking
at a needed player. That's not a perennial player on the team.
He's not a call too not for just what he does on the offense end. He's a call because what he does on the defense end.
He's good on defense.
I'm glad you said.
But at that time, Clay was there too.
He's one of the best help defenders in the NBA.
Listen.
You ain't never.
I was gonna say,
you can't tell me a person
too.
that he just sat in front of and clamped.
Clay locked up. Iggy locked up too.
Listen.
We'll wait.
Listen.
Tell me a person that he put in handcuffs.
Listen.
Because Iggy won defensive player of the year.
Iggy was the most athletic
This is
person on that
what I'm
squad.
telling you.
Who?
What was the other team?
Draymond?
No, I said Iggy.
Oh.
For one thing, everybody know who did all of the quarterbacking on the defense. It was Draymond Green.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
He's needed.
Draymond Green.
But he's not the perennial threat on the team.
That those championship teams for the Warriors was in the top 5 of defense.
He's needed.
All of those championship teams.
Did Clay play a role in it?
They all played a role in it.
Did Iggy play a role in it?
So you can say the same thing about when you say Steph in the offense. Didn't Clay play a role in it? Didn't Dre play a role in it?
We saw Steph do 30 by himself.
It's apples to oranges. You know that too.
Oh my goodness.
He's a call.
This man is not a call.
Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest calls in NBA history. He got He got, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Draymond just reached out there and laughed at that boy.
Not a call, man.
You ain't gonna tell me Dennis Rodman not a call.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Draymond. We ain't moving the goalpost. We talking about Draymond.
Draymond Green is a call.
Dennis Rodman is Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman is a call too, but he was the greatest call in NBA history.
Don't be something like that. He said Draymond's 1B and Steph is 1A.
He's talking from a place of importance. He's not talking from a place of talent.
No, of course not.
Yes.
But I'm talking about the value he adds to that team.
A needed player.
And then
that's not a perennial threat.
They don't be OKC if Clay wasn't in that game.
Listen.
Clay was the first making that got to the finals.
I'm going to say this right here. I'm on mic drop. I ain't got a mic. I wish I had a mic. I'll mic drop. Let me tell you this right here. You don't start crying when a car get kicked out of the game. A la Steph Curry when he got kicked out of that Orlando.
Because he's needed.
No. You said
he's needed.
What's your definition of a call again?
A needed player that's not a perennial threat.
But you know what the last one you said?
Perennial threat. He's not a perennial threat.
No, you said a cog is somebody who's needed, but you can.
No. I changed.
No, you can't change it.
No. I changed it up.
You see that, people?
No.
You see that, people?
I changed it up.
You see that?
I changed it up.
I got him on the road. I got him on the road.
So it can be palatable, so that when you make your argument,
no, don't change it.
It doesn't have any changes in the definition.
You should have had your definition.
So
you had a whole week.
I needed a player.
You had a whole week. You knew I was coming. You knew I was coming.
I didn't think you were gonna feel this way about Draymond Green.
You knew I was coming though.
I just thought you were gonna salute me.
I know basketball.
All right.
You knew I was coming.
So let me ask you this:
No.
Is he a needed player? Is he a needed player?
No, you changed your definition.
Is Draymond Green a needed player? Is Draymond Green a needed player?
You dog walking. Bro.
Is Draymond Green? If you look at the episode, me saying it now like this is the same way, but just more refined.
Look, listen, man, listen.
That's why I brought up examples.
I
brought up PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's a call too, but he's a needed player. He's just not a threat.
Listen.
You don't have to worry about PJ Tucker going out for 30.
You see what this people?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see what this man is doing? Look, he's calling the mess up. He don't even got a definition for it. He changed the definition of call.
All right, so real quick. All right, just real quick. What's the definition of a cog?
A needed player on your team that's not necessarily a true threat or a perennial threat in regards to his talents. Now, he might be able to do something like chase that loose ball. That might be able to, he can call that timeout when you get the ball when it's loose, you know what I'm saying? Right. He could do something like that. He may get that stop, whether it's staying in front of the men or it's help defense.
So the blue-collar guy.
Yeah, bro. Call.
Okay. Hold on. In conclusion, you feel like...
Man, I watched the episode last week. He asked him what a cog was. It was something different. I asked this man what it meant. I asked this man what it meant earlier in the same podcast today. And it meant something completely different. Then JB just asked this man what it means. And it was something else.
No, it's not. It's the same thing.
All right, so based on this definition that you just heard, people, I want y'all to let me know, is this man a cog? Can you spell cog?
Just COG, bro.
COG, that's what we say. All right, cool. Let us know if he's a cog or not.
He is.
All right.
No, 7,
just based on what y'all think, y'all let me know. Is Mook right or is E right on this one? Y'all let me know. All right, so what y'all think about this? So, Team USA, we had the official first game today against Serbia. Pretty much they've been, all the games leading up to today, they've been struggling. They've won the game. However, it's like 2 minutes left. We got to have some miracle happen. Brian has to take over and have 12, 14 points in the fourth quarter and get the game-winning layup against South Sudan. So what do you think about these struggles? Were they just trying to figure it out? Or is this something to actually think about?
What you think? What's their record?
Undefeated.
How do you struggle when you're not losing?
Okay, so just from my vantage point, just from my viewpoint when I'm looking at it, in every game, we have, if there's 12 guys on the team, we have 12 of the 13 or 14 best players who are playing in the game. So for us to have to come down to the end with trying to figure out, and first of all, being in double-digit turnovers, that's one. And then secondly, at the end of the game, having a tie game or only up by one with 4 minutes, that's a struggle for how good the talent is on the court. That's a struggle. So do you think that, like, that there's actually a cause to pause, or is this just they just figuring out and playing around?
They're winning. They're winning, and until you can show me differently, there's nothing to panic about. Them having these close games against teams just shows you one thing, in that the world, not necessarily catching up to USA basketball, but are better than they have been in previous Olympics.
Okay, so we look at a team like South Sudan, and not picking on them, because what they did was extremely impressive. I said, listen, the Cavs could use a wing player, so we could for sure go out and grab some of those guys.
Too.
For sure.
Coach.
Now, however, none of the guys who are on that team are superstars. Now, one of them are you building a team around. Okay. Now, one of them has anyone built a team around. The best play out of that crop has been Luol Deng. Like, just trickling through that. Right. So, just off of the strength of that, why are you in a down to the wire, only winning by 1 point game with them? The world shouldn't catch up to the youngest country. This is the youngest country in the world.
Okay.
What's the excuse for them catching up?
But even if it's the youngest country in the world, you have to understand that South Sudan is essentially just the southern part of Sudan.
Right.
So regardless of if it's the youngest country or not, they got like elders there. They got people that's older.
For sure.
The exception of the country.
People didn't just start.
It's just that part is cut that part off. We're gonna name this part this.
Right.
So, so like the age of the country doesn't mean anything to me, in regards of basketball play. Now politics and things that's needed for the country is a whole
that's completely different.
That's a whole different thing. But the need or the ability to play basketball in the age of the country.
What about the lack of stars? Speak to that part. The lack of stars, superstars, all-stars.
Sometimes it's the people you don't know that put you in your mouth.
Okay.
That's really what it is, and it's whether it's how film is being like broken. Yeah, that's a good way. How film is being broken down when it's film time, or whether it's maybe it's individual film. Like, I don't know the aspects of Team USA right now as a result to like togetherness in day to day. You know, they do a couple of corny things like while they're on the basketball court, but like for instance, let's go to 2008 Olympics. We used to see them. They're going to gas stations and eating at gas stations and stuff like that. Yeah. Or if you go to 2012, you see them walking around everywhere doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even if you talk about like the FIBA, that's every 2 years. Right. You see them on the bus having fun, this, that, and the third. Like, in the era of social media, the level of continuity that I've seen in 2008, 2012, 2016, I have not seen that here. So I don't know what they're doing in terms of like chemistry and stuff like that. Maybe it's like clicks that's going on or something like that. Okay. It's something that's going on to where the name isn't enough. You got to do the work and it's not meshing properly.
Okay. You know? Bro, what you think?
Man, just watching the games, I'm really not concerned. I do see where complacency is setting in. Okay. You see the names, you see the roster. It's clearly the best roster of any team in the Olympics. You know, they should win. I do see them being a little lethargic. So they're coming into the games and they just feel like, to me, it's just like they got that mindset of, we can just turn it on anytime we want to. And so what's happening, they have, I don't want to cuss, they have foot coming out there. They ain't running. They ain't getting to the loose balls. Yeah. And when you're not taking the game serious, that's where all the turnovers come from. That JB mentioned. So the turnovers are there. I think once the Olympics start, they're gonna stop taking it for granted. I think those girls was actually a great thing for them to happen when it happened. So I think that's really been a good thing for him. So now the coach has some film to put on tape. Say, hey, if you guys are not running, hey, this ain't the '96 where the country don't know. Like back in the even back then when the Dream Team and stuff, the stars were so. They were so in awe of the NBA players. They was more like starstruck than really playing. They were trying to get in the pictures. They were talking about, they didn't think about was playing basketball. Now these guys with social media, they see these guys and everything. So so I think now that aspect of they want to beat these guys. They don't want to take pictures with these guys. They coming out there to beat America. So I just think once America get that in their head that hey, we just can't turn the switch on. These guys are coming to play. And they ain't looking at us like they superior. So I think if America just come out, run, stop being complacent, you're gonna see the same old 20-point dominance that you always seen from America.
So another quick thing, just to add, not to say that all these players play together all the time, but like they usually are like what their country represents for the most part, you know. So it's like they get a chance to connect a lot more. Like every time there's an off season, you'll see Joker in Serbia. You'll see Luka in his country and things of that nature. So it's like these cats get a lot of time to see each other, talk to each other. They probably talk to each other during the season, even play together during time, run scrimmages with each other in countries and stuff like that. So it's like they get a chance to see each other a little bit more and just play and know each other's tendencies more than like LeBron James trying to figure out what Ant-Man's tendencies are in a week or two.
Let me say this. Because, I mean, overall, I think the U.S. will do fine. They'll win. Mm-hmm. I don't think that they'll lose. They may have a close game here or there if they're playing around with their food, as we say. Right. But they'll win. However, I feel like style points matter. Yeah, how you beat a team matters. Mm-hmm. And even more so just because of this reason. The last, I think it may be 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for sure.
What?
MVPs.
Okay.
MVPs have been from other countries.
Yeah, that's true.
So these players are playing in the Olympics. If their team loses or wins, they're like, we can play with them. We only lost by 5. Right. And if I'm, you might be on Luka's team or on Joker's team. And you're like, we lost by 5 or 7. However, I felt like I could keep up the whole time. Mm-hmm. I felt like if the ball was in my hand more, then we probably would have won because I can also pass and shoot and rebound and stuff like that. So I feel like when we play around in the Olympics or FIBA or whatever, we're giving these other players in these other countries like an ideal in their head that I can play with these guys. I'm good enough. And then it's like they, hey, build around me. I can do it all the same way Joker or Luka can do it all. Or the same way Shea can do it all. And then they come over here and you find yourself into a MVP conversation or as this type of player, and then you keep giving enough people confidence by not by not stopping on them. Right. You give them enough confidence, they're gonna really think that we can beat you, we're better than you. It's the same thing, like just different sport.
Serbia, and everybody think that
it's like
Braun should be not Braun, but USA should be scared of Serbia, and they dog walked them.
No, it ain't the fact. It ain't the fact of. I think that people think that they scared. It's the fact of the United States are at a disadvantage because those guys do not play together. Like these guys have been coming up through the ranks. Right. So America's already at a disadvantage because they don't have the chemistry. Because these guys we don't be practicing 3 years after that. So
you show up at the end of the season and be like, all right, let's do something.
So where we come in at as Americans, we come in because we are more athletic and more talented. We take talent and it's talent and athleticism that we win with. That's our calling card every year. Talent and athleticism.
For sure.
If we play hard, like it's a game 7, we dominate. But if you playing these teams like a Serbia, these guys been playing together for the last 8 years. working on this team trying to beat the Americans. So if they slow it down and you play at their pace, of course they're gonna beat. And then they play FIBA rules all year round.
Right.
The rules in the NBA are much different. Like they can just camp in the lane in the FIBA. Yeah. They don't got a 3-second defensive clock. Right. So what we dominate is athleticism and talent. So if we let these guys stick around and play close with us, of course they already know who their go-to guy is. They know the sets and everything.
But I want you, and you could go back and look at this for yourself. I've heard NBA players say it, like who were born here in the States, and I've heard foreign players say it as well. They all feel like international basketball is harder because it's more physical. So if you keep giving these players in other countries, if they're starting to think, these guys are kind of soft, are kind of weak, like I can like, and I can also play with them on a skill level. I may not be as athletic, but I can also shoot. Like, how many years realistically do you think that in another 4 years we're just gonna be that far ahead without breaking some people's morals?
I think
because it's been 5 years since we had a U.S. born MVP.
Yeah. That's a loaded question. Yeah. But I would say I think even in 4 years we'll still be the cream of the crop. It'll just be the talent that we have now, just 4 years older. I think the only issue is Brown won't be there. Yeah. KD won't be there. Curry won't be there.
Yeah, LeBron already said he won't be playing.
Embiid probably won't be there.
Yeah, depending on his health.
AD probably won't be there.
Maybe AD might be the elder statesman. I can see that. AD is 29, 30. I can see
30. But the future is bright. Like I said, I see a Zion if he gets healthy and get his weight under control. I see.
For sure.
I see.
Jaylen Brown might get the opportunity next.
I see a Ja Morant, coming down the pipeline. I mean, the future is very bright for us too as well. Yeah. Like I see a Jason Tatum in veteran mode in the next Olympic. I see even Jaylen Brown. He's getting better and better every year.
Even a weird call out, LaMelo.
Yeah, LaMelo. Yeah.
I'm saying just on some.
Maybe Bronny.
No. Nepotism ain't gonna get you that far.
You never know. Brown may come back to play.
Nah.
All right, so kind of switching it up real quick, but still staying with the Olympics. I saw a post come on my timeline and said, "What's the best Olympic team? 08, 12, 16, 20, or 24?"
Oh, just out of those?
Out of those.
What was 20?
Yeah, you could throw 92 in there.
Well, that was 21, not 20. Because of the pandemic.
Yeah. No, did they play? It was 21?
Yeah, it was 21.
Okay. All right, so best Olympic team. And we can include all of them as a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Best Olympic team.
I was looking. Of course, the dream team is there, but I like to be against the grain. You feel me? So
okay.
08, I saw that with my own 2 eyes. Beautiful.
That's the Kobe year?
Yeah, that's the Kobe one. That's the Kobe.
That's the Kobe.
Then he came back for the first time since, what was it, 2000 or something like that?
Yeah, you going out there Netflix, bitch.
No, I'm not.
Hey, but that was
I promise you, I'm not.
I was gonna say I watched
that. With you.
Yeah, I watched that one several times. But go ahead.
Yeah, that was beautiful basketball right there. But 2008, I like the Redeem team, and just throwing out something 96.
With Shaq.
With Shaq, Hakeem, Jordan, Pippen. That was a nice team. Clyde. That was a really nice team. But it would be out of the Redeem team and the 96 team. Mm-hmm. But of course, the Dream team is what it is. But I think the 08 would probably, yeah.
08?
Yeah, for sure.
What you think, bro?
Man, I'm going to go with the Dream team. But first I'm going to tell you why I don't go with the 08 team. The 08 team... The 08 team is essentially the 04 team.
No, it's not.
And they failed miserably. And they wouldn't have had to be the redeem team. They wouldn't have struggled so much in 04 and embarrassed us like they did.
You know why? Because all the
you had your turn. You had your turn.
You know what?
I
think this is Mook time. Mook to go to fisticuffs with.
No,
so that's
I'm just saying.
I think Mook might be from Michigan.
No, this is what I'm telling you.
He Draymond versus World.
This is what I'm telling you though.
Go ahead, bro.
If the 04 team wouldn't have embarrassed us so bad, they wouldn't have had to have the dream.
They wouldn't have to redeem anything.
Yeah, the redeem team.
Yeah,
because it was the same players. They should have taken it
Kobe.
serious. They should have taken it seriously. You had to get Kobe to come out there and show you boys.
It's only 3 players on that team that was still there. It's Braun, Melo, and Wade, but they was all pups when they went.
I don't want to hear it. They should have taken it serious.
That was literally the next year after they got drafted. It was only in the league after their rookie year Olympics.
And they didn't get to play a lot either.
Yeah, you can't do that to them, man. Stall him out.
They shouldn't have had to do that. It shouldn't have been the redemption team.
It shouldn't have been.
It should have never been a redemption team. It should have been a continuous team.
You should have blamed Vince Carter. Didn't he dunk over old buddy?
But all jokes aside, though, man, I was just this week, man. Cog.
He ain't gonna let that one go.
This guy. But I'm just messing with you. But I gotta go with the dream team. And the reason why I go with the dream team, man, because, man, was Charles Barkley even starting on that team?
He led that team in scoring.
He did.
Okay, makes sense. But the reason why I go with the dream team, man, really, the dream team was so devastating, man, that they had won the game really when they got off the bus. When they walked off the bus in unison with them dream team, with them warm-ups on, the game was over. The game was over before they even got on the court.
Ask me how many NBA players they went up against in 1992.
It doesn't matter.
Why though?
They were scared to put. Everybody really scared to play.
Hey, everybody's national team sport was either kickball, cricket, or soccer.
You know that dream team was so devastating, man. That when they would do the shoot around, all you would see the other opposing team with pit pads and pins.
Oh no, they was going crazy. No, they was going crazy.
It was over, man.
They like fans.
The team, the game was over. It's like Mike Tyson in the 90s, man. Like the fight was over before he even stepped in. When they rung the bell, the fight was over. Before he even hit him.
So
I see them knock a guy out, but didn't even touch him.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
But that was the dream team.
But okay, my favorite team. My favorite team is the Dream Team because the Dream Team is the Dream Team. Like
you can't beat it.
That's crazy.
Tell me to start the 5.
However, Magic, Jordan, Bird.
You remember Bird was laying down on his back?
That doesn't mean he didn't start. That just means he didn't play a lot. Like Joel, remember that when we had that conversation? Yeah,
that's not the same thing.
Oh no, yeah, Joel's still young. He's just not playing well.
It's not the same.
But no, so Dream Team is my favorite team out of all of them. Like just the story and everything with it is dope. Like getting the redemption for how Russia played them and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But the Redeem Team in 08, man, that was special. That something about that was super special. Just off of the fact that like Braun and Melo, they were young. Braun, Melo, Wade, they were young. However, everybody was still expecting them to get it done. Stephon Marbury was on that team. Tim Duncan was on that team.
You saying Stephon Marbury
Stephon Marbury
was that guy.
I'm not.
I was gonna say, don't act like he was just a regular guy. There was a time in this.
Not that.
He had to be from Houston. He had to play with the Rockets.
No. You silly. It's not that.
What is it?
Stephon Marbury was a hooper for sure. But to represent the country?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
If the players that should have represented the country said yes, he wouldn't have been on the roster.
Okay, so here's the roster. Here's who probably wouldn't be on there. You had AI on that one. He was going to be there for sure. D-Wade was on that, super young. Boozer was on that, super young. Mm-hmm. Melo was on that, super young. Mm-hmm. Brown was on that, super young. Emeka Okafor, super young. Mm-hmm. Sean Marion. He was in his prime.
He was in college. Emeka Okafor was in college when he went on the team.
Right.
He got drafted in 05.
That might be.
Amari Stoudemire, he was young. Tim Duncan, prime. Lamar Odom, prime. And Richard Jefferson, prime. So that was the team.
Richard Jefferson got drafted in 2000.
Richard Jefferson was 24.
Richard Jefferson got drafted.
Richard Jefferson was 24.
He was a 3-year or 4-year athlete at Arizona. He got drafted in 2000, 2001.
What did they finish?
Okay. What is that?
That was third place.
That was third place.
That means that was like his second or third year in the league. You talking about prime? That was his second or third year in the league.
Well, I'm just saying more so by age, but also by skill set. Richard Jefferson was hooping. He was hooping. That's why he was there. Or was he just?
That you said or did they just Richard Jefferson on an Olympic team.
So you feel like he never deserved to be on the Olympic team?
Because if the people that was in front of him
would have went,
yes,
if Kobe would have went, Paul Pierce would have went, Shaq would have went. A lot of these guys, well, some of these guys would have been on it.
Shaq said no.
Chris Webber, 100%. Yeah. I agree with. Now that I do agree with. But just because they lost that one, and I know the way that it made it look and the taste that it put in the country's mouth, because I remember being a kid being like, man, that's trash. Like we out here. I don't care who we lost to.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I was just saying. The fact
not saying that they was good. I'm just saying, like, we lost to Argentina.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, the fact we lost, that killed me. So just off of that, to be able to come back and then beat everybody, and then Kobe played on that one, and we never got to see a Kobe Brown finals, but to see them on the same squad. And the influence that Kobe had on that man.
I'm gonna be honest.
That was crazy. That's why I'm going with this.
Just looking at that roster, man. Like, I love AI.
Don't be disrespectful. I feel it coming.
He's not.
I'm giving you a chance to walk it back.
I got love for you, AI.
Before you do it, just walk it back.
You changed the game.
There's nothing like a moonwalk.
You changed the game, AI.
Don't do this, bro.
But AI is not no player that you would pick for the Olympics.
Yes, you would.
With the style of play.
He was like the star player.
Let me cook, man.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you why.
Let's start burning the food.
Let me tell you why, bro.
Let me get to it.
Because everybody know AI. He played hard. He never took the game off. But AI was not an efficient shooter. He had to take 30 shots to get 30 points, and he was never really a long range shooter. In the Olympic game, is basically. You gotta be a 3-point shooter. You gotta be able to hit threes in the Olympic game. Because of the way the rules is structured with the setting in the paint.
AI is the guy to go, not the other guys I named, but AI is the guy you want to take off that team.
I'm saying
that's crazy.
But I'm saying if you were gonna have AI on that team,
but the way that team was on that team, but he goes for AI.
I'm saying, but the way that team was constructed. You should have had AI. If you were going to put AI on that team, you should have put him around a lot of shooters. We seen it all the time when he made the All-Star game.
Yeah.
They had him with a perimeter or the whole perimeter of nothing but shooters, and he was most effective. AI without shooters is not a good... Whoever constructed that team, I know it was a lot of guys that didn't go, but they could have constructed that team better around AI if he was going to be the focal point. Because I'm saying it don't make no sense to have AI on that team, and he didn't have great shooters with him. That's all I'm saying.
NBA player.
And LeBron at the time was not a great shooter.
MVP. Mm-hmm. Brian didn't become a good shooter until later in his career.
And D-Wade was not a 3-point shooter. That team was really set up.
It was a bunch of athletes.
And Richard Jefferson wasn't even a shooter. He was an athlete. So you put AI on that team, leading that team, and then you don't.
AI was on that team first.
Know what I'm saying? But you put AI and you don't build it around AI?
Yeah.
They were supposed to build around AI and Tim Duncan.
Vince was on that team. Tim Duncan was on that team, but it just wasn't
Who's the shooter?
Vince wasn't there.
Who's the shooter?
Vince dunked on nobody in Athens.
That wasn't that year.
That wasn't that year. But who was the shooter?
He went on the 04 team that lost?
He was not.
He was on the 2000 team that won
that
gold?
Team, yeah. Vince Young was ball headed around that time.
Vince Carter?
Yeah, he dunked on no boy, he had her.
That's true. Vin Baker was on the court. That lets you know how that was.
Yeah,
that was a minute ago.
I'm just saying,
But yeah, that team was constructed horribly. I don't know who constructed that team.
I'll agree with that. I can agree with that part. However, don't disrespect that.
I'm not disrespecting AI. I'm saying they did a disservice to AI.
Okay.
Because they put them in a position to fail. You have the team like that, you don't put AI on that team.
I mean, they basically felt, we got athletes, just send them over there, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not the team that they had. So I could definitely get with you on that one. All right, so tell me this. All right, so we're gonna switch it up real quick. So ESPN dropped a list. It's ESPN's, let me see, top 25 players of the 21st century. Mm-hmm. So that's from 2001 to today. That's the 21st century. All right.
Oh, we live in 2000 out of this?
They could join the party if you want a man here. They could join the party. That is a 20. Yeah. All right. So anyway. All right. So y'all right. All right. So let's rock. So 2000, 2001. Not 90, not 99, 2000, but the 2000. Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking like Gilbert Arenas.
That's crazy. All right. All right. Cool. All right. So looking at this list, we have. I'm gonna go through it quickly. So. We got Bron, Kobe, Steph, Tim Duncan, Shaq, KG, Joker, Wade, KD, Dirk, Giannis, Nash, Harden, Kidd, CP3, Kawhi, Manu, Allen Iverson, AD, Ray Allen, Tony Parker, Draymond, Russ, Paul Gasol, and Luka. In order, that was their top 25. Mook, bro, go ahead. What do you like? What do you not like?
Man, I'm okay with the top 10, so I don't have no problem with it.
Same order. You wouldn't change anything about that order. That's.
I'll probably I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as is.
Okay.
I like the top 10.
Okay.
My problem is, so I guess 3 seasons back to back triple doubles don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
An MVP don't mean nothing. So because I'm so disappointed. They got Russell Westbrook listed at 23.
23.
And you got...
Behind Draymond, Tony Parker, Ray Allen. Yes, sir.
What?
Eddie,
ESPN?
Yeah, this is ESPN.
Not bad for a call, huh?
Oh, boy. It's ESPN. If you take an ESPN series, people got they made Disney, huh?
But my whole thing is... They got Draymond too low, and they got Russell Westbrook too low.
Oh, he being spiteful.
Okay,
He's being spiteful.
So let's break this one down.
Dude, let's start with the obvious one. Obvious one.
Russ, where are you putting him?
Russ, I'm switching him out.
He being facetious.
I gotta switch him out with Steve Nash.
Okay.
Because even though he did have the 2 MVPs back to back. Which I would say one of them did belong to Shaq.
And the other one belonged to
Heck no.
The other one belonged to Kobe.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is you, bro. I apologize.
So you don't think one of them belong to...
Oh, no, sir.
No, go ahead.
This is your time to shine.
I would switch him out with Steve Nash. I mean... I just, let's take away all of the slander from Skip Bayless and all those guys... if after my career I'm suing them already for defamation of character. If I'm Russ, I'm suing them. I would have to switch him out with Steve Nash. That's just me. That's just my opinion. And like I said, I would have to switch Draymond Green out for Emmanuel Ginobili.
So he's moving up to 17, jumping over AI and AD and Ray Allen.
I think he's just trolling. He's trolling. No, if you ask anybody that watches basketball, who's better, Anthony Davis or Draymond Green?
Draymond Green has 4 championships.
Let him feel his feelings.
Draymond Green has 4 championships.
Yes, sir.
And he's been a very important key to that team. The number 2 important key to that team. To a 4 championship team.
He's loving this.
So he got 4 championships now. And he got 2 defensive. Well, he got one defensive. But he made...
And he had to talk into that.
And he's made NBA all first team NBA all defense. And he had a second team all NBA defense.
You gotta say that faster.
And he had a second team all NBA defense.
You gotta say that faster.
Yeah, of course. So championship means something. It counts for something. No. So, yeah. That's where I'm at with it.
All right, if that's the case, how come?
And even though I love Ray Allen would be up there just based off impact and like what he did for the game.
If that's the case,
I would never disrespect.
How come Robert Horry not on this list? He won.
Robert Horry was a career.
He won 5 titles in the 21st century.
So you really gonna compare this man to Robert Ory, bro? You really gonna disrespect?
That's Big Shot Bob. Are you disrespecting Big Shot Bob?
Man, this dude talks. This dude said one thing about Houston.
Everywhere he goes,
he's
the reason a ring happened.
So
I'm just saying. Everywhere he went, he got.
All right, bro. Look at your list. Where you moving?
I'm sorry, my bad, man. I know you wanted. I can't believe he just really said AI was better. Draymond.
I didn't say it. I didn't say those words. I didn't say those words.
He said AI too, right? Who else was on that list that he moved in front of him?
No, yeah, he moved him in front of...
They got Manu over AI?
He moved him in front of Tony Parker. He moved him in front of Ray Allen, AD, AI.
Ray Allen, Tony Parker. He can't even lace Tony Parker boots.
So why is Manu over AI?
That's crazy.
You don't see a problem with that?
I do, but I'm talking about your changes.
It was your list.
No,
I can't edit.
I said...
No. Okay, go ahead.
Who you
hold on. Go ahead.
I'll switch it for him.
All right, boom.
Go ahead.
He don't deserve to be
off top. This is me off top,
yeah.
Man. Top 2 they got correct, right? 3, I don't know if I can put Curry over Shaq. In ranking over the last 20 years of basketball, I can't put Curry over Shaq or Tim Duncan. I think he's more 5th. I think D Wade has played more impactful basketball over the last 20 years than Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me keep going down this list. Manu Ginobili, I think he's just the fan favorite. I think over the last 20 years, he's probably...
Wade never won MVP.
Hold on. Let him cook. Let him finish it.
I don't think... no, it's fine.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. We're right back around.
What you call it? I don't... Manu, I just think Manu was just a fan, more of like a fan favorite.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily put him over AI. I'd actually put AI a little higher. Maybe between like 11 and 15. He probably over Chris Paul.
Okay.
Draymond Green's definitely not on this list. I'm just gonna be honest.
So who's on the list instead?
I'll put Tracy McGrady on this list before Draymond Green.
Okay.
Houston Rocket people.
It's not even that. He was a 2-time scoring champion in Orlando. He went to the finals wearing the San Antonio jersey.
You don't got to explain yourself.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't got to explain yourself.
If I wanted to force, I could have made a pitch for Yao Ming.
That's crazy. That would have been forcing.
If I wanted to force.
But go ahead. What
but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, Luka is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Luka is really, really wild. But over the course of 5 or 6 years,
mm-hmm.
although he hasn't really won anything, per se, but just the simple fact of how he's contributed to basketball since he's come into the league, I can see why they got him 25. Me personally,
okay,
I think
it's crazy they put Luka and not Tatum. That's crazy.
Nah, it's well deserved.
Nah.
The boy didn't average 30 several years.
This the reason why I say Luka instead of Tatum. Tatum gonna be into the NBA Finals already.
Yeah,
2 of them. And he's been to 3 back-to-back Eastern
Conference.
I
think it's more.
And he's averaged like 30 points.
But see, you're looking at what they've done as a team, and that's why I don't think that Draymond
should
be on the list.
around the same time.
That's why I don't think Draymond should be on the list, because what has Draymond individual stats to put him with the top 25 players of the last 2 decades? Like, what does his numbers dictate to say? Because he has 1 Defensive Player of the Year, he has several All-NBA defense. That doesn't put you with the cream de la creme.
And he's 1B. And he's 1B on the championship teams.
That's you. That's
1B is the same. All right, so I'm gonna shake this list up a little bit. Brown being 1, good with that. Kobe being 2, good with that. Steph, Tim Duncan, and Shaq, that 3, 4, 5 there, I'm good with those 3. Either way you want to put them.
You don't think Shaq was more influential? Shaq was making movies. Shaq made rap.
No, I mean that's off the court.
Shaq.
I'm just talking about strictly on the court. Yeah, just
three finals MVPs.
Yeah. I mean,
fundamental, man.
Yes, however, how they, the Lakers were already a storied franchise when they went there. The Warriors weren't. The Warriors, it was a whole bunch
individual. Just line them up individually.
Yeah, but just a whole bunch. Okay, so him. He's also played longer. Yeah. Steph's not nearly done.
But barely. I think Shaq played 18 years. This is like year 15 for him.
Yeah. I don't mean
9. Okay, let me see. 9, 10, 11, so...
It's 24. It's 15.
9, right?
I don't mean to cut your segment off.
What's up?
I'm just going to say this. To your defense and to Tim Duncan's defense. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward that ever played.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shaq is not the greatest center that ever played.
That's debatable. He's
the most dominant. Even with that being said, he had to see Shaq to even... He ran from Shaq.
Really?
Position-wise, ran from Shaq.
Shaq, that's a reach.
No, all them 6'11", 7-footers, they did not. They made sure they wasn't.
He came in as a power forward. Big Robinson.
Because David Robinson was there.
But David Robinson was only there for 2-3 years. Yeah. He played 20 years.
He was there, I think.
I don't think he ran from Shaq.
A lot of them did. KG ran from him. Dirk ran so bad he went to the 3. Like people literally ran. People literally ran from having to guard Shaq
because they didn't want to get
on a 75 to 95% time.
All right, okay. Let me get back to mine. So I am convinced. So Brown 1, Kobe 2. We're gonna move Shaq up to 3. I'll put Steph Curry at 4. Tim Duncan, I'm gonna put him at 5. KG and Joker, I'm pulling them down. I'm gonna move D Wade up, probably to.
You think alike, bro.
Yeah, move D Wade probably up to 6. Then the rest of that's kind of fine. Steve Nash, I'm dropping him down to probably 19.
Jesus.
And push everybody else up. I'm dropping Chris Paul under Kawhi. I'm gonna drop Chris Paul under Kawhi. Ray out. Okay, so Ray Allen's on the list. Tony Parker is on the list. He has a championship MVP. Manu, I'm probably kicking off the list. And I'm probably kicking off Draymond Green as well. Let me explain before you get in your feelings. So Manu's off the list because he was a really good.
You a jersey.
He was a really good 6th man for sure. But he for sure benefited by being on the team that he was on with the coach that he was on.
So you ain't kicking Paul Gasol?
So Paul Gasol, no. Paul Gasol's going to stay on that list. And then, because Paul Gasol was KG and Tim Duncan were the only 2 power forwards. The only 2 big men in the NBA when Paul Gasol was in there was KG. Well, 3, because technically Dirk. So Dirk, KG, and Tim Duncan. Those were the only 3 that were bigger than him.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so Draymond's going to get off. I'm going to put Paul Pierce on there, because I think Paul Pierce not being on this list when Ray Allen and KG are on this list is absolutely disrespectful.
Good call.
So
Ray Allen in Milwaukee? Ray Allen
No, for sure. He hooped. Paul Pierce also hooped, though. Like, we're not going to
Ray Allen in Milwaukee is 96. So that don't take.
That is 96. So I got Paul Pierce on the list. I'm gonna go ahead and take Draymond off. I'm taking Manu off as well, and I'm probably also putting Tracy McGrady on that list because
Luka off?
Because Tracy McGrady.
I'm taking Luka off of my list,
crazy.
And I'm putting Dwight Howard on there.
Great call. I agree. Dwight Howard, Defensive Player of the Year, 3 times?
4 times.
4 times. Excuse me. My bad. All right. So Dwight Howard.
Led the league in rebounding,
blocks, and he took Orlando to the finals, and that Orlando team beat Cleveland in 6, beat Cleveland in 5, went to the finals, ran into Kobe. Kobe was out for blood, so that is what.
So you saying
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar created the game plan?
You saying Paul Gasol was more important than Draymond was to the Golden State?
He scored 20,000 points for his career. Draymond Green won't sniff 15.
Okay, so tell me this.
What are we talking about?
That's crazy. Okay, so tell me this. Paul Gasol, not on those Laker teams.
He had to be molded to be with
Memphis. He was cold. He was just around bums. He was
making all-star teams, but yeah. Now, okay, look, Paul Gasol, you build a team around him. They're still going to the playoffs, but they're getting knocked out in the first round. Draymond, you build a team around him.
You're going to the lottery.
Exactly. Are we going to get the first, second, or third pick?
Oh, okay. Huh?
If you build around Draymond?
And Steph?
Hey, so basically, hold on. Basically, what you're saying is, anytime we talk about individual greatness of Draymond Green, we have to add Steph.
Yeah, Steph. That's a caveat.
You gotta add Steph. It's crazy. They said you got it at the straight face with it. I respect it. I love it, bro.
That's wild.
I love it.
You ain't seen
That's what this episode gotta be called.
You gotta add Steph. I love it.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
So, okay. So you're keeping Draymond over Paul Pierce?
Yes. 4 championships.
Can you
build individual stat? Tell me what he averages for his career.
Okay, so if you can we do let's wipe this clean. Build a playoff team around Draymond. Give me a starting five around Draymond with that's gonna go to the playoffs. No star.
That's the bigger
no
question.
all-star, no star.
This is the bigger question. Are you even if you're starting the team?
Like, how would you build around him?
Are you starting the team with Draymond Green?
Let me tell you why.
That's crazy. No, how would you build around Draymond? Explain that to me.
I could be perfectly honest how I would build around Draymond.
In a world with no Steph.
You said I can't have no current superstars?
No superstar. And no going back.
Because he's the superstar.
Jordan. Yeah,
he's the superstar.
He's the superstar.
Draymond.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No all-stars, because Paul did it with no all-stars.
No all-stars. Did what?
Went to the playoffs. We're saying Draymond wouldn't go to the playoffs.
I love it.
So you do okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take Draymond.
Okay.
I'll put Clay around him.
That's an all-star.
Okay. Draymond. I'll take Michael Redd.
That's an all-star.
That's an all-star as well. You got think Wally Zerby.
Oh, okay. I got somebody. I take Draymond. I'll put Jamal Crawford.
Okay.
Put Jamal Crawford around him.
Okay.
I'll put.
So Jamal's at the 2?
Yeah.
Draymond's at the 3. Okay.
Jamal at the 2.
Is he at the 3?
Draymond at the 4. He plays
okay, he's at the 4.
Draymond at the 4.
Okay.
I put Jamal Crawford. I put I'm trying to think who ain't all stars. I put Dante Murray.
Who?
Cause he ain't an all-star.
He was an all-star.
No, he wasn't.
He was an all-star for San Antonio.
No, I'm talking about Murray.
Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Jamal Murray. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draymond. Who I said? Draymond.
Jamal Murray, Jamal Crawford.
So
Draymond.
Draymond.
Draymond. I need a center. I will take center. I would take JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee. This seems wow. Go ahead.
You talking about this is gonna be a playoff team?
Who's the 3?
Who's going? You know what?
No, go ahead.
You might find some. You found Jamal. You might find something else.
Look, this. I don't know who's playing.
You missed it. You need one more player. You need a small forward.
Yeah. So who's the 3?
Small forward. I'm gonna take small forward.
Come on, it's right there. Who you
I'm gonna take Wiggins.
Wiggins.
He's an all-star.
He is an all-star.
Okay.
I'll give you.
He's
all-star.
We keep it tight.
Okay.
We building this team around Draymond.
This team might win the championship.
This team ain't even got no defense yet.
This team's not winning anybody's championship.
This team ain't even got no defense yet.
This team will win 20 games.
I'll take Luol Deng.
Luol Deng is
an
an all-star.
Okay.
So far, you really have like 13.
Who I got so far?
You got Jamal Murray at the 1. You got Jamal Crawford at the 2. You have no 3. Draymond's at the 4. And at the 5, you got JaVale McGee. So far, your point guard and shooting guard are getting killed on defense. Mm-hmm. And then they're only giving you about 40 points total.
Small forward, I'm going to take...
Yeah, T-Mac was an all-star, too.
He wasn't going to say him.
He started, too. Like reserve option Draymond.
Bro,
should I take John Collins?
John Collins?
From Atlanta?
Yeah, I'll take him.
The center?
No, John Collins is
He's a power forward.
Small forward.
He's a power
small
forward.
Okay.
John Collins that's in Utah right now?
Yes, that's
so
what
you see what they went to East Conference Finals.
Alright, so bro, that's his I'm going to say first.
Hey,
going to the playoffs.
In the West?
Going to the playoffs.
What team he play for? What team they play for?
Golden State.
With the number 1 pick, the Golden State Warriors select.
That's crazy.
They select. That's exactly what's gonna be said.
No.
So what team Paul Gasol went to the playoffs in Memphis?
Let me see.
No, now on the team go to the playoffs because he was too weak.
Bro, I don't like. See, you see the difference? There's a difference between a cog and a great basketball player.
He was 7 foot and he was finesse.
He scored 20,000 points in the NBA.
He was soft.
And he played in one of the toughest eras of basketball. He played in the toughest, one of the toughest eras of basketball. He wasn't sharp.
He was soft.
He wasn't sharp.
Kobe said.
All right, so let's look at this. So Paul Gasol, he went 03, 04, 04, 05, 5, 6. During that year, he averaged 18. Let me see. He averaged 8.
He went to the playoffs.
Yeah, those are the years he went to the playoffs.
Look at him. Wow. Look at him. Wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, he had Zach Randolph.
What year is Draymond went?
By himself?
Nash.
The whole team was hurt.
Hey, remember that year when Steph was hurt?
And 20 is what
he faked the injury just to join Steph. You don't remember that?
Man,
he played a handful of games.
30 go, he go. Wherever 30 go,
he go. He said, we ain't got it. And I'm hurt too, coach.
Hey,
take me out. Take me out.
The 1 year we thought he was going to at least give us 16 a game.
He was like, Chris Tucker, my neck and my back, and I think I did a little bit more massage.
Y'all want to say, man. Y'all didn't disrespect that, man.
Why?
Bro, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not. Draymond could hoop. He was very important to that team.
Yeah, he was important.
But Draymond over Paul Gasol, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Of course.
Absolutely not.
What?
No, sir. Draymond's not a better basketball player
way
than Paul
over
Gasol.
him.
He's not.
And what?
And clearly ESPN agree with him.
Hey, you know what's the beauty? You know there's a thing called
the internet?
I'm about to get some game. It's called Land of Basketball. Mm-hmm. It's the quickest way to stop all of it. Land of Basketball shows you your player, how long you played in the league. It shows you all your individual accomplishments and team accomplishments that you had in the league, and it goes back and forth.
Man, I watched the games, bro.
I watched them too.
These numbers.
I watched them too. Even watching them, you knew Paul Gasol was better.
No.
Teams literally went out and said, how can we stop Paul Gasol? Nobody, like you have yet to tell me from when this episode started, what are you going out saying we need to stop this from Draymond? You're not saying, and we want him to average. If he averages 8 points, you're not like, hey, we need Draymond to average 4.
More worried about stopping Minor.
That's a lie.
We talk about Dennis Rodman
most of the time.
We talk about Dennis Rodman because of the fact that he was with Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Scott.
But even this,
we talk about Draymond Green because he's around Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
No, but even beyond that, even beyond
that, if it wasn't for the fact
I can at least say with Dennis Rodman, you're saying, hey, we got to find a way to keep him off the boards because this man might have 20 rebounds. We're gonna try to hide our player because Dennis Rodman can lock up like man to man.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like, we're gonna try to find him to get away, get him in pick and rolls to get him away. Specifically, what are we saying if we need to keep Draymond from doing this?
From exposing the whole team because he's an IQ player.
So you do not know. Is he?
No,
basically he's Kirk Henry.
We see what
Kirk Henry.
We see the value. We see the value. Man.
I'm not saying he doesn't have value.
No, that's not.
He's needed. So off top, I know his value. He's needed.
He's the second most important piece to that team.
Stop it.
That
doesn't mean nothing when we talk about history of basketball.
When Durant was there, he was the third most important piece.
So you really think he's a top 25?
Hey, when OKC was beating the Warriors and they had him down 3-1.
You know who was
that not Clay who was out there shooting the lights out the gym?
Who was getting them shots?
We literally say game 6
who was getting them shots?
Are you kidding me? Clay was literally running without the ball. I'm running without the ball. Anybody who's available to pass it to me, that's who's getting me the ball.
This will end it right here. This will end it right here. For me, at least. Who's a better player to you? Zach Randolph or Draymond Green?
Draymond Green.
I'm gonna go one more. Al Jefferson or Draymond Green?
Al Jefferson from Mississippi.
Look at him. No, now you repping Missy, huh? You repping Mississippi now, huh? When I was repping the H, it was me being biased. Now you repping Mississippi.
Hey, but hold on. All right, bro. So check this, man. Okay, so you said Draymond's better than Paul Pierce. Yeah. You say he's better than Paul Gasol.
No disrespect to Paul Pierce.
Can you tell me what he does better than them, except for pass?
Man, you can keep asking me this question about what he does better. We watch the game.
He drunk.
What? I can't just pinpoint one thing.
He water
He does a lot of things
if
good.
He's better than he should.
He wins.
Okay.
That's what he does better than all of these players.
So you look.
He wins championships. That's what he does better than all these players.
Okay. So if Paul Pierce was on the Warriors, would the Warriors win a championship?
No.
If Paul Gasol was on the Warriors, would the Warriors win a championship?
Without Draymond Green?
Yes.
No.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. That's insane.
Because he was soft.
Who was soft?
Paul was soft.
See,
before he got with Kobe, he was soft.
Okay, here's the thing. Kobe calling him soft is
no disrespect, Paul Gasol.
No. Kobe calling him soft was one thing. Because Kobe was like, I'll play with a million broken bones and still come out here and figure it out, da-da-da-da. But Paul Gasol, for everybody else in the league, minus maybe Kobe, Tim Duncan, like a handful of guys, they can have their own thing. But everybody outside of like this elite group of all-stars who are the best players on their team and also have great success, they could have talked like that too.
Just like that 08 team y'all like so much. What Kobe do? Run through his chest. He fell. Didn't even get up.
I'm just trying to figure out why are we comparing a call to like high elite players.
That's wild.
The fact that you think he's a high elite player is wild to me.
Who?
Hey, how many career points does Draymond Green have with his high elite
you keep asking about these
How many rebounds? How many rebounds?
On paper.
He averages 8 assists a game. I'm willing to bet.
What he does is not on paper, bro.
He averages 8 assists a game. I'm willing to bet he don't have 10,000
What he does is not on paper, bro.
So then why would you compare him to people?
What he does, you watch the game.
Why would you compare him to people who's putting in the work?
He wins. That's what. Well, you said what he does better than who you said.
Okay, no. Let's put it like this. No. I got you. Because you said what he does is win. Right? That's what you said. You said what he does is win. Okay, so let's talk about who he's with. Let's talk about who he's with. Steph. Maybe in some people's eyes, the greatest point guard of all time. If not number 1, number 2. The greatest shooter of all time, and he has the numbers to back that up. And
he was Steph, Steph with him.
No, he's with Steph, 100%. Then we go Clay, who is top 3 greatest shooters of all time.
Steph is with him.
So you gave on that
Listen
team.
to what he's saying.
2 teams.
Josh, hold on.
I'm ignoring the
Clay is with him. Clay is with him. He's with Steph. But
okay, listen to this.
He's trolling,
you have
bro.
2 players who are the best or top 3 in the world or in the NBA all time at what they do. Clay is top 3 all time at what he does. Steph is top 3 all times at his position and at what he does. Amen. And then KD's on the team. He's one of the 15 best players in the history of the league.
He's playing with
you give him that,
Hall of Famer.
And you have no choice but to win. You can plug so many people into that role. And your job really is don't mess it up. Remember this. Never forget this. People were literally sagging off of Draymond saying, listen, we can't leave Clay open. We can't leave Steph open. We're not leaving KD open. Hey, you go ahead and take these shots. We'll live. That's how the Rockets almost beat him.
He's number 2.
At what?
He's number 2 on the call.
He's the best
on the call. No, he's number 1 call.
No, I said he's number 2 on the call.
He's the number 1 call.
He's number 2. He's number 2.
What is Draymond the best at that he does?
Winning.
No.
Take him off the team. Take Draymond Green.
He's with players.
Take Draymond Green off the Golden State Warriors.
He's literally with players who are great at what they do.
And put him against Paul Gasol. Take Paul Gasol off the Lakers. Paul Gasol soft. Take Paul Gasol off the Lakers. Take Draymond Green off the Warriors. What player are you picking?
Draymond Green.
And that's why you're going to get fired as a GM.
I mean, immediately.
I didn't get fired
immediately.
Expeditiously.
If you think
Draymond Green went just like he was in Michigan, he was winning. Sweet 16.
First of all, that's disrespectful for you to say, and anybody from Michigan knows this because he went to Michigan State.
No, I'm saying Michigan State.
And then also, Michigan State, they were
Wolverines, huh?
No, he went to play with the Spartans. This is what I'm telling you. Even that team was led by Draymond, an overweight Draymond. He took that team to what, Sweet 16?
That team was nice.
Or like a Sweet 8.
That Draymond Green was illmatic. I don't know why he went to the second round.
Oh my goodness!
I ain't gonna lie.
But
that does not mean he's better than Paul Gasol because how good he played in college.
This is what I'm telling you.
We're not gonna sit here and say college is the pros.
You take Draymond Green
because so many guys hoop at college and don't.
If you take Draymond Green off those teams, they don't win championships. That's the
17, 18. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
If KD was able to hobble up and down the court, they win in 19.
They don't even.
If Clay was able to. If Clay came tried to play on it, remember?
Yeah.
And that boy came back, wop, but then he couldn't go after
So did KD. KD tried to play on it.
Since y'all doing coulda wouldas. Draymond, KD don't even go to that team if Draymond Green ain't there and they championship quality.
Draymond Green was on his knees.
I'm saying
begging.
KD don't even go.
His knees got legendary on him.
17, 18.
He did some iconic stuff.
17, 18 don't exist. He don't go if Draymond Green is not there.
Because he begged him, not because of Draymond Green. He wanted to play with Steph Curry.
He wanted to play with Draymond Green too.
All right, so why is the reason why he wasn't on the team in 20? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. It wasn't Steph. That was the reason. We all know that.
I give you that. But what they do after he left?
Won a championship.
They did an interview about.
What they do after he left though?
They won.
And what the Red Harry did since he left?
Oh no! See, no. That's a Steph. That's a Steph and KD situation. That ain't no KD and Draymond.
Yeah,
look at how you trying to play that. He's breaking character. Okay, I'm done with it, bro. You got it. You broke character. You broke character. The fact that you even admitted to breaking character means you broke character.
I didn't break character. I wasn't talking about. This ain't no character. This truth.
Well, why are you just arguing about not breaking character then?
This is truth for him.
We got him. We got him.
All right, bro. Next time.
He gonna try to come together next time. I want to see what. I like that.
I want to talk about, bro.
Oh man! All right, bro. So check this. All right, so y'all tell me this. We went through the Mount Rushmore point guards last week.
Okay.
We don't have to go back to that, bro. You just put it in the comments. All right, we're gonna go through our shooting guard Mount Rushmore. Yeah. All right, E, you can start this one out, bro. Who you got?
Okay, wait.
This is gonna be pretty easy. I ain't gonna lie to you, because this is like the weakest position in NBA history, so it's gonna be real easy.
Okay.
MJ, Bean.
MJ small forward.
No, it's not.
See,
that's crazy.
See,
he's 6'7".
No, this is the thing. This is his thing. I see it.
No, I was gonna say the trolling.
No, hey, he's trying to look at me with a straight face. He's trying to look at me with a straight face.
He's more like a small forward though.
He more like a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard. So how you gonna say Jordan and then you gonna say it's the weakest category of all?
Oh, because of the depth at that position.
Yeah.
Go ahead. All
right, go ahead.
I kind of got him as a small forward, but
I feel
he's for sure shooting.
So yeah,
MJ, so you said
MJ, Bean.
Hold on. Let me tell you why I say that though. And I'm not gonna cut you off.
No, you good. Do your thing.
Because who was that point guard for the Bulls?
Ron Harper.
Yeah.
Who was that shooting guard for the Bulls?
Michael Jordan.
Was it?
And then
Pippen was the small forward, and Rodman was the 4, and Luke Longley was the 5.
Or
Horace Grant was the 4.
Who was taller?
Scotty
was like 6'7", 6'8".
Jordan 6'6".
Okay.
But you know that's like inches. Pause.
All right. So Jordan, Kobe.
Jordan, Bean.
All right, the 3-4 is gonna be Clyde, Wade, AI, Jerry West.
In no particular order. Is Oscar Robertson a 2 to y'all?
No, he's a 1.
I figured it was. Hold on. I got the last 3. I said.
So who's for sure? You said Jordan, Kobe, Wade,
D Wade, AI, and I just said his name.
Harden.
Nah, Clyde.
Clyde. Okay. So who's the last 2 spots? There's only 4 spots on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, it's Mount Rushmore. My bad.
So Jordan Kobe.
Oh, dang, do I throw Clyde? Clyde and D-Wade. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's tough. All right, bro. What you got, man? Who's your 4?
Jordan, Kobe.
Okay.
I do Allen Iverson.
All right. AI? Okay. All right, so I'm
going to take D-Wade off and put Clyde.
Clyde? Okay, he has a championship. All right, Jordan 1, of course. Kobe 2. I'm going D-Wade 3. And I'm going to go...
Who? I take that back.
Who?
I got Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller, small forward.
Was he a small forward?
No, he's a point guard.
He's a shooting guard, right?
Yeah.
I got Reggie Miller over Clyde.
Oh, wait, that's nasty. But it's your choice.
I like Reggie, man.
That's because you're a shooter, so I can see that. All right, so Jordan, Kobe, D-Wade, and at 4, I'm going AI. Yeah. Okay. Because
I got
Jordan, Kobe, D-Wade, AI?
Yeah.
I got Jordan, Kobe, AI,
Reggie. Yeah. Okay, so y'all let us know in the comments who y'all got, who's your Mount Rushmore shooting guards. Also, let us know how you feel about the Draymond, Paul Gasol.
It's been cracked already. It was a facade.
That was.
Yeah, it was a facade.
He's not buying it. Y'all let us know how you feel about it.
He back at it.
Yo, this has been another episode of Nothin Nice. We appreciate y'all pulling up with us. My boy Mook, my boy E-Man.
Thank you.
Yo, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm tripping. All right, yo, we appreciate y'all pulling up. We see y'all next time. Nothin Nice.